Hey guys, Shan this side. Welcome back to this channel. And today we have Ayush with us. So welcome Ayush to this channel.
Thank you, Shams. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you. So recently Ayush has joined a new company. Let's know little bit know more about Ayush within this podcast, his interview experience and journey. So yeah, Ayush, could you please give us a brief about your background?
Sure, Shams. So basically, myself, Ayush Tripathi, I have graduated from NIT Jamshedpur.
Hmm.
I did my MC from there only,
Acha.
and after graduation, I joined Amdocs as my first company as a backend developer, where my primary tech stack is Java Spring Boot only.
Acha.
Now, coming to my experience, after 1.5 year of experience, I think I have a good exposure of the tech stack and how company works. So I plan to switch, and now currently I switch to AMEX GBT. Yeah,
Can you also take us to your like your preparation part?
sure.
So yeah, because maybe in 1.5 years you might have a gap, like you are not preparing, you're totally focused on the work, right?
Yes.
So once you started, like now I have to switch. How's your interview preparation journey goes?
Uh, Actually, what happened is I was in a mood to switch from day one only. Since when I joined the company, it was a semi-product, what we can say, service-based company. So in the beginning, in 1 month, 1 or 2 month, I was on the mindset ki, yeah, I have to switch from here. But yeah, if you transition from a student to a corporate employee, so there is some struggle that how the thing goes, how you learn things from your seniors, how you have to make some we can say it's a transition time that needs some months to come up with. After I am comfortable with the new city and the work what we have to do here is after that uh, I think around 3 to 4 months after I joined Amdocs. So first of all what I did is I go back to my lead code and try to revise all the topics that I have covered.
Acha.
Uh, since I was a kind of good in DSA from my college days only, I have also some kind of exposure of code forces and all. So yeah, I first tried to revise all the topics for DSA. And since I am in a company and we have a good business, we have a good tech stack, Java Spring Boot. So and one of my friend give me your YouTube channel,
Okay.
Coding and Concept for Java only. So I start exploring your channel and I learn Java, Spring Boot, and low-level design from your channel. And I also use two books. One that you also recommend, Orally
Hmm.
Head First Design Pattern book, and the second one is Alexu Interview Design,
Oh,
something System Design Interview. Yeah,
okay.
System Design Interview. So I use these two books for my preparation, and yeah, I think since there is a catch here, for a employee who has 1 year of experience for a developer, having less than 1 year experience, there is no hiring, almost
Acha.
zero.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a very struggle. It's a very tough period, but because you fill all the forms having 0 to 1 year of experience, but you are not getting selected. But what I figure out in my experience is after you completed your 1 year of experience, you get plenty of opportunities.
Even
So
though you have NIT tag, still you are
yeah,
thinking
yeah,
that even though freshers have very less opportunity.
exactly.
Okay.
So for fresh there is since the after the break after the COVID break there is a recession.
Mhm.
We all heard about that. So there is less hiring, but after the completing of 1 year experience, I get plenty of opportunities, and for that I make sure that I was regular. I have covered
So
DSA
after 1 year, you are getting an opportunity for SD2 or SD1 again?
SD1 SD1.
SD1, you are
One
applying SD1 only.
give me opportunity for SD2, but mostly SD1.
SD1.
SD1,
Okay. Got it.
yeah,
Got it. Got it. And also, you have mentioned that the DSA you are revising and the topics which you have done. So the DSA is vast, right? You said that 2 3 months you did preparation, like for the revision part. So
yeah,
how, which specific topics were you able to know that okay, this specific topics I have to prepare in DSA, right? Sometimes
yeah.
DSA on how many hours because you are in working. So how many
Yeah.
hours you are able to give? How you are managing the time also?
Yeah, okay. So, since yeah, it's true that DSA is DSA is very vast. So I picked some of the topics like array, binary search, tree, linked list, graph, and DP.
Okay,
These are some highlighted topics that is mostly asked by interviewers. One of more topics that is priority queue is also preferred. But yeah, these 5 to 6 topics that you have to cover if you are looking for a switch. And coming to my how many hours I give it for DSA. So I think 2 hours a day
2 hours.
is good enough.
Okay,
Yeah, since you are not planning for to switch in a month, you are in a process, and if you are consistently giving 2 hours a day, and on weekend you can expand it to 4 to 6 hours,
got it.
then it is good enough time to prepare.
Yeah, and also like in the DSA, what generally questions you were targeting? Medium, hard, or you are suggesting you in your opinion it should be like we should more focus on hard, more focus on medium or mix. What's your suggestion on that?
Okay, so in my experience, the most of the companies focus on medium to hard level,
Mhm.
mostly focus on medium, somewhat hard. So let's say it is of 70 to 30 percent criteria, 70% medium questions
Medium.
and 30% hard question.
Also, just extending this question to the other topics like let's say LLD, HLD. So, what level somebody has to prepare who is applying for SD1? Is it like they have to prepare complete HLD with all the questions, LLD all the questions? What the level you think?
So coming to LLD and HLD rounds, what I experience is mostly for my experience, they are focusing on design patterns.
Acha.
They're not getting in depth. They are mostly focused on design patterns or question, which is very basic for like a URL shortener,
Mhm.
like design book my show, just design.
Mhm.
They don't want you to code the
Acha.
whole book my show, but yeah, they want to check whether you know how APIs works, how the flow goes, how you manage data, and one important thing, they focus on a key in every low level design round. Like for book my show, if I take the example of book my show, they focus on concurrency handling. So these are the key points they are focusing, and they for experience of 1.5x, they don't expect that you have full knowledge of
Correct.
low level design or high level design, but yeah, you have a good enough knowledge, like you know what is sharding,
Correct.
what is database, and what is database indexing. You have to those knowledge.
Oh, no, no.
In-depth knowledge is not required, but you have exposure of
Yeah,
all the
got
topics.
it. Next, generally round would be project round. So, do you have good projects already in Amdocs to showcase in your project round, or you have made some good projects by yourself to get your resume shortlisted?
Okay, so in this case, I am lucky enough because in Amdocs I get a one of the best project Amdocs have.
Nice.
In my project, we have 250 plus microservices,
Okay.
and we have exposure of Kafka, we have exposure of Redis. So almost everything that SD1 or SD2 look for, I have all the exposure. But apart from this, because I don't know that I will move to this project, so apart from this, I also create some important projects which is based on microservices, Kafka, Redis, and all. So
Okay.
I use both the thing, that I also created some projects, and I use my company experience as well for project
Got it.
discussion.
Another challenge which engineer faces the companies. There are very less companies which are currently, you can say that, as you said, like for freshers, it's very less. For 1 year, you are getting interview opportunity. How? Is companies are coming to you automatically through different platforms, LinkedIn, Naukri or something, or you are going it and bringing them in. So how were your approach to bring the companies?
Okay, so what I did was, since in from for 1 year I don't have any company calls. So what I did is I selected some top companies that you can heard of from anywhere, like AMEX, like Amazon and all. So I requested at most 10 people from all the companies. So that was my preparation. Like when there is a hiring for all of those companies, I can ask for referrals.
अच्छा.
So that was my first level of preparation. That around I have 50 companies that I have shortlisted, and I have 15 to 10, 500 people I have requested
अच्छा.
already. Yeah, that is the first step. Then since I have all in my time management scene, I have allocated 1 hours just for looking for jobs
Okay.
over platforms like LinkedIn and Naukri, and cold emailing is also one of the important part. So I just dedicated 1 hour for that, and in that 1 hour I look for the company that is hiring currently via LinkedIn, via Naukri, or via their career page, and I ask for refer for those companies. If there is some member in my list,
Mhm.
friend list, or if no, then I requested for them. And yeah, this is the strategy that I generally ask for. And cold emailing is one of the best way, because out of all, I got two important companies from cold emailing only.
अच्छा. Nice.
So cold emailing is
So
that
cold
I
emailing,
also,
you need an email ID. So how did you get the email IDs of an HR?
yeah, same requesting recruiters. And when you request recruiter, you get the email ID from LinkedIn.
अच्छा. So you ask them itself and then you just send this. Okay, got it, got it.
Yeah, on that profile, you can fetch the email ID, and you can just simply mail them.
Okay, got it, got it. And what about the resume part? Like anything you have formatted in your resume, like to get shortlisted easily?
Yeah, so there for resume, I have researched a lot. I
Hmm.
have tried ChatGPT, and I also there is a template moving around for Harvard template design. There is some 50 to 60 page template that you can follow. But yeah, I tried all the things, and along with that, I asked some seniors on LinkedIn that is my resume is good enough for getting hired. They also give some insight like. Moving your experience on the top, then your projects, then your career, then your achievements and all. So what all the inside, all the I use all the combination for using Chat GPT, seniors advice, and the Harvard thing. I use all those things to create my resume, which is I think the resume is also ATS friendly because it is a very common one. You can the easiest resume you can look over LinkedIn is the one I have also used, which is a template from Overleaf.
Hmm.
Overleaf is a website I use for resume designing. Yeah, and my ATS score is around 75 after doing all the stuffs. So that is a pretty much score to get calls from the
So, like, do
company.
you have those links? Like, are you okay that if I share your LinkedIn profile into the description section so that engineers might reach out to you if they have query regarding any of the tasks?
Okay.
Yeah. Then also, what about your notice period? Like, it's your 30 days, 90 days. If it is 90 days, how you are able to convince other companies HR that it's 90 days, and yeah, they are saying that generally HR's first thing they ask is your notice period, your salary expectation, your notice period time, and all these things. So do you have anything in this what you face?
Okay, so yeah, that's true. I have a 90 days notice period, and which is a very headache for a developer
Hmm.
because no one is waiting for you for 90 days.
Correct.
So what I did was I don't tell any HR that I have a 90 days notice period.
Mm-hmm.
What I say is I have 60 days negotiable notice period.
Mm-hmm.
And in back of the mind, I am ready for buyout options because in my company we have a buyout options. So
Acha.
I was ready if I get a good compensation, like if I get 50 plus hike, then I will surely go for buyout.
So buyout,
But
like
luckily,
you pay the money and you buy it. Okay.
yeah. But also you have to make some connection. You have a good contact with your managers. That
Hmm.
also helps. In my case, that actually helps.
Overall, what anything which you have learned something out of this total process? So you 3 4 months process, right? So any learnings which you get which you would like to share other engineers, which I have not asked yet.
Okay, so one thing that I already told my colleagues who is looking for a switch and all the engineers out there is consistency is the key here. you have to be consistent over DSA, over looking for a referral or looking for a job post. You have every day you have to give your time. Every day you have to open. You have to come up with a mind that I one this day is my day, and I will surely get an offer, get a call from a recruiter. So if you are consistent over 3 to 4 months, you will see the results.
So yeah, that's pretty much from my side, and it's a very like short podcast and very informative one. But yeah, thanks a lot, Ayush, for accepting this and for giving your time on Sunday. Thanks a lot, man.
Thanks. Thanks